Hello, this is D and I'm back with another video. TVs have come a long way since we've adopted the 4K resolution, and for the past few years OLED has led in picture quality amongst the top tier TVs. OLED TVs when they first came out were very expensive, but right now they're very affordable. In fact, you can find them even cheaper than the top of the line LCD TVs. OLED TVs simply offer a picture quality that LCD TVs just cannot achieve. OLED panels don't require a backlight like LCD TVs do. Each pixel's light can be controlled individually, giving you the inkiest blacks and highest contrast of any display technology. Now this year LG has made even more improvements on their OLED displays, and the first thing they did was added a new sub-pixel layout to further reduce the risk of burn-in. LG has also added a logo dimming option on the 2018 OLED TVs, and a new processor is also found on the 2018 line of OLED TVs. Now this year LG has changed their approach, and the B8 processor has the Alpha 7 intelligent processor, whereas the C8 and higher models have the Alpha A9 intelligent processor. The A9 offers better video processing, tone mapping, and options for smooth gradation of colors for much less banding over the 2017 models. Now this review is based off the 2018 C8, and I've tested both the 55 and 65 inch models and can confirm that they both perform the same. The first thing I noticed was how accurate the colors were out the box. Cinema and Technicolor modes were practically spot on, something I could not say about the Samsung 2018 QLED TVs. Now calibration is always recommended, however on these OLEDs you would be hard pressed to find any inaccuracies in the colors. SDR performance is fantastic on this TV. Upscaling also has been improved over previous years. In fact, I find the upscaling to be on par with what Sony is offering. The C8 also handles motion quite well. Now the OLED panels have a response time of 0.1 milliseconds. Now with such low panel response time, you get a blur-free image. Now LG has also added black frame insertion to this year's OLED television. Motion on the C8 is slightly behind Sony, which leads in this department. Last year, many users complained about vertical banding on 5 to 10% grays, which is near black. This mostly occurred on the 65 inch models in 2017. This year I can report that vertical banding is a non-issue on any of the models that I tested. Now how do these TVs perform with gaming? In one word, brilliantly. LG last year pushed out an update that dimmed HDR game mode and ruined PCR HDR mode. Now this has been corrected on the 2018 OLEDs. PC HDR mode is perfect, and HDR game mode also is much brighter, as you can now enable dynamic tone mapping. Dynamic tone mapping has its own setting now, and smooth gradations of color is tied to MPEG noise reduction in the settings. Now input lag is quite low at 21 milliseconds, and I do wish that LG added FreeSync to this year's models and the low 6 to 15 milliseconds that Samsung offers. However, they still have a fantastic television for gaming. Now once again LG is using the WebOS, which is the best TV operating system period. Samsung's Tizen is a respectable second and much better than Sony's sluggish Android operating system. LG offers a high variety of apps to choose from, and Netflix and Amazon offer Dolby Vision video content. Now the C8 has excellent color reproduction, however Samsung's Q9, Q8, and the QLED series offers a higher color gamut. Now unless one had these side by side, you would not notice. However, I did do a side by side comparison, and Samsung offers richer colors, especially once it's calibrated. LG does both HDR10 and Dolby Vision HDR formats. Dolby Vision simply looks stunning on this display. HDR content can also use dynamic metadata via the tone mapping to achieve a similar look to Dolby Vision. Now HDR is about 100 nits brighter this year over the 2017 models, reaching a peak brightness of just over 800 nits. Now the Q9 QLED was 2 times as bright and offered better HDR highlights. However, OLED with its perfect blacks and infinite contrast helped close the gap with HDR content. Now I want to take the time to address the naysayers that say you will get burn-in with OLED technology. LG has made vast improvements this year to negate burn-in. Logo dimming is really going to prevent the dreaded HUD or the CNN burn-in. Now I've used a 2017 OLED for over a year as a monitor with 0% burn-in. Can it happen? Of course it can. If you watch CNN 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, then you're more likely to get burn-in. But let's be honest, this is not normal usage, and the bottom line is burn-in on an OLED is blown way out of proportion. Now in closing, I have to say LG's 2018 C8 is the most beautiful display I have ever seen. Gaming, SDR, and HDR content look amazing, and I highly recommend this TV. I give the 2018 C8 OLED a 9 out of 10. Now I want to know what you guys think about OLED technology, or what you think about Samsung's QLED line of televisions. Will you be getting an OLED TV in the future, or are you going to be getting a Q9 TV? Please leave your comments down below, and like I usually say, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.